Previously on The Ghoul of the Music Hall. Tempted by the tantalizing talents of the Thompson twins, the new managers of the Magpie Music Hall welcome Colette and Octavia with open arms.
I don't know how you've done it, but it looks like you've got yourself a spot. Welcome to the Magpie Music Hall Company.
Confident her success would dazzle Everett and get her a true love's kiss, Octavia returned to the clock tower to reveal her human form.
Right, so I need to explain.
I have to admit, I'm so happy to see you, Colette. Things have been very stressful here over the last couple of days. Father has not been pleased with me. The air was blue when I told him the newest automaton prototype had been stolen.
But oh no, dear listeners, all thanks to that fetching blonde wig, Everett mistook Octavia for Colette, who he seems to be rather too keen on if you ask me. After a perfect day together, or as perfect as it can be when you're pretending to be someone else, Octavia braved her first day of music hall rehearsals where she got her first taste of real ghoul action.
Firstly, regarding clearing up this silly rumour about the music hall being haunted. Ah!
Albert, are you alright?
See? We told you this place was haunted. It is the Ghoul.
And her first taste of the dramatic diva and resident singer Parmesan and her two dressers, otherwise known as the Bettas.
That's not much variety in our tapas of talent now, is it? 3 singers. I mean, you know what they say. 1's company, 3's a crowd.
Actually, I think it's 2's a company, 3's a crowd.
Shut up, Emmy!
Sorry, Sean.
Jeez, no wonder I'm intolerant to dairy. After E2 accidentally scared half the company out of their wits with a surprise appearance, Octavia, relieved to remove that itchy blonde wig, was met with a less than happy Everett waiting for her in the dressing rooms.
The world isn't a fairy tale, 8. You have been foolish, and now your fate has been, quite literally, set in stone. There's nothing I could do.
But you could. I thought you loved me. If you would just kiss me, we could be together forever, and... You didn't love me. At all. You built me. In her image. All you ever wanted was Colette.
Wow, what a shocker! Certainly didn't see that one coming. No, I can't sound more surprised, and I will not cut the sarcasm. I'm narrating this, not you. Left shattered and broken-hearted, so much so there was a whole song about it. The last thing Octavia was expecting was an in-person visit from the legendary whole Ghoul.
As much as I hate to admit it, I'm not a ghoul.
Oh gosh, you are a vampire. You're going to suck my blood and leave me for dead, just like all the others who have perished before me.
Nope. Not a vampire either. I know the accent doesn't particularly help my case, but, try again.
Turns out, the mysterious whole Ghoul is just a regular human being. Well, if you can be called regular when you decide to haunt for a living.
What is so intellectual about jumping out and scaring people? Tearing up a few costumes here and there?
I think you'll find there is a lot more to it than that. I am a master of all trades.
Determined to show Octavia that haunting is in fact a very refined art, Francis gave her a 101 on how to scare a prima donna. Turns out, teamwork makes the dream work. Looks like Octavia will be seeing a lot more ghoul action from now on. But will her rather risky plan of pretending to be Colette to get her true love's kiss actually be as foolproof as she thinks?
This is so exciting! A masked ball! We deserve a night off after weeks of rehearsals. I can't wait.
Me too! I know you're excited, E2, and your tiny mask is very cute, but you've got to stay hidden. We don't want a repeat of that time in rehearsals.
According to this flyer, it's a Jellicle ball? What does that even mean?
No one knows, Percy. I think the managers just made it up to make the ball sound more intriguing than it actually is.
This is the level of extra I approve of for advertising. I say, Coles, your music hall might actually be growing on me. Your costumes are to die for. Although, remind me, why did you decide to swap again?
For the fun of it, Archer. Everyone knows our officially assigned colors from the poster, so tricking people won't be that hard.
I bet the fetters are smarting at that one. You two being on the grand reopening advertisements.
You'd think they'd just leave the theater already? The whole Ghoul won't leave Jarn alone. Why is a complete mystery. I'd be worried I'd be offed if I was being targeted like that. Take the next train out of the city and never look back.
Yes! Really is a mystery.
Well, whatever it is, let's hope the Ghoul gives us some peace tonight.
They promised they wouldn't. No. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. I think both Albert and Fabian would have a heart attack if anything happened at the theatre tonight.
I guess this is why we're wearing masks over our eyes, so they can see who has pointy teeth!
Don't be so silly, Coles. Come on, out we go, into the fray. Do you think they'll have cocktails?
Albert!
Fabian!
Here's to us!
This will be the night of our success. Never before have the public seen such a show. Drama, flair, they won't believe their eyes.
Oh, but don't you think this is a tad unwise?
Whatever for?
The Ghoul. Won't this all displease them?
Don't tell me you've got wrapped up in this silly rumour too, old friend. Don't be such a fool. There is no Ghoul.
What a night! How many of disguises and delights! Party of pretense, melange of make-believe. Don't trust who you meet. We're here to deceive. Faces glinting like mica in a crystal. Destroy reality, replace it with a superficial identity. Must embrace the duality, inviting you into a night of whimsy.
I swear I've heard this song before.
Excuse me?
Well, you know the opera house across the road? They had a masquerade the other week, and it sounded very similar.
Really?
We're here to deceive.
This is so exciting.
How absolutely enticing.
I hope this feeling never stops.
Have some fun, just me and
Lots
you.
of dark corners to run off to. I can't believe I'm really here, a bull like a princess at court. But why must this joy come to an end? My time is running short. What a night!
Yep. No, really, almost note by note.
This is ludicrous! They're stealing our songs!
Well, they did do it first, you know?
You look so beautiful, Jean.
Your dress is so divine, Jean.
That you finally got the ectoplasm out. Shut up, Emmy! Sorry, Jean.
Weeks of this nonsense.
But shouldn't we do something?
I've lectured the cast on their silly little joke.
Not ladies, there's no fire, is out small.
Have you seen the
Sick
king?
will we not forgive you.
Let's raise a glass.
Yeah, it's really similar.
Who are you anyway?
Oh, me? No one. I'll just be on my way.
Look now, it's not even a masquerade, it's a jellicle ball.
What a night! melange with make-believe. Don't trust who you meet. We're here to deceive. Masquerade!
No, it isn't!
Good evening, everyone.
Shut it!
Thank you, Kingsley. Welcome, everyone, to the Magpie Music Hall Masked Jellicle Ball.
As I'm sure you are all aware, recent advances in technology have meant that live theatre has gone through a rather shaky time. But there are still those of us who appreciate living and breathing performers, whose dedication and talents outshine that of anything artificial. Today we implore you to buy tickets to the grand reopening of the Magpie Music Hall and contribute to the theatre renaissance.
I hope you all enjoy some champagne, dancing, and of course some sneaky previews of our fabulous company. First up, we have the lovely Parmesan Feta.
Each morning when it's sunny, what a perfect excuse. I go out to the park and I honk like a goose. I honk, I honk, I honk all day long. Oh, it is such fun to honk like a goose.
Miss Feta, what are you doing?
It's not me! I don't know what's going on. This is not what I'm singing.
Pull yourself together, Miss Feta.
I'll just, carry on. Second verse.
But if it is raining, I do not despair. I pick out a book and sit in a chair as I gaze out the window at the weather without. I open my book and I will without doubt munch on the pages. Oh, what a delight! Of course I can't read, but I can take a bite.
Miss Feta?
But when the night falls, the light's long gone. I gaze in the mirror and I look like a prawn. Of course, by daylight it is all so true, but moonlight does bring out that unfortunate hue. I think not of such things, no, you will see no swoons. Instead I go out and start chasing raccoons.
Thank you to Miss Feta, who has, branched out into comedy.
And now, dancing.
Wow, that was something.
Bloody hilarious is what that was. Come on, Purse. I do believe you promised me a dance.
Just don't step on my toes.
Wouldn't dream of it, my darling.
Excuse me, Mrs. Thompson and Thompson? May we invite you both to dance?
2 brothers for 2 sisters?
Of course! We'd be delighted to. Gosh, this evening has been so much fun. Can you believe Theodore Hornbeam approached me and declared with such gentlemanly airs, "Oh, Miss Octavia, I simply cannot wait to see you perform. Your portrait doesn't do you justice. Allow me to introduce myself." we went to school together. Hilarious. Up for another round of dancing, then?
Yes, give me a minute to catch my breath. You go on ahead.
Boo!
Ah! Francis!
Hey, Octavia.
I can't believe you. Oh.
I say, you swapping costumes with Colette was clever. Almost threw me off. Almost.
You promised me that there'd be no haunting shenanigans tonight.
We're supposed to be enticing people to attend opening night, or frightening them away. How do you even make John say those things?
I know. I just couldn't help myself. I think I rather improved her act. And I've been perfecting my Jean's impression.
My ventriloquy is getting rather good, darling.
And besides, no one knows it was me. I'm in my best masquerade disguise, after all.
You do look amazing in that dress. So, how did you know which twin I was?
You're different. You both look the same, but you're just... you.
Oh.
Well, actually, it's because I noticed yesterday you had a really big zit right there. So, there you go.
Get off! I do not! I don't even know if I should be at this ball. I have such little time left. I should be with Everett. All this time pretending to be Colette, and he still hasn't kissed me. I'm just so terrible at flirting.
Oh God, I still can't believe you're doing that. Surely there must be another way.
What other choice do I have? Oh, this is all my own fault for getting myself into this mess.
Don't be hard on yourself. Surely you can forget about him for one evening. Why don't we dance? I do believe I'm next on your dance card.
No, you're not. It's Baron von Eckelbert. Oh, yes. Well, it seems you are.
Naturally.
Another magic trick?
I have a few of them up my sleeve. Shall we?
We shall. What a brilliant evening! The theatre's glittering like stars, shining with mischievous disguise, and you are here, making me endlessly question myself. My fairy tale was all planned, mapped by the prince who locked me away. Is this all illusion? 'Cause now I am near you, I'm finding it hard to think straight. You shattered my dream, listed my world so I don't understand. Engulfed in a crowded room, but I feel it's just us hand in hand.
What an interesting evening. The theatre's nothing but facade, hiding every cut and scar and lie. But you are here, smiling like nothing is out of place. Could there be a trace of desire in those eyes to lead me astray? Is this all illusion? 'Cause now I am near you, I'm finding it hard to think straight. You've started a dream, altered my world, now I don't understand. Engulfed in a crowded room, but I feel it's just us hand in hand. The party,
nothing matters anymore.
Guide me,
what am I holding back for? 'Cause I just want to dance with you. No one else but you. Is this all illusion? 'Cause now I am near you, I'm finding it hard to think straight. You seem like a dream, a part of my world. Will I ever understand? Engulfed in a crowded
feel it's just us hand in hand.
Can I just cut in there? Hello, Colette.
Oh, Everett! I wasn't expecting you to be here. It's so lovely to see you.
Of course I would be here. What kind of man would I be if I didn't support your little hobby? I mean, things have been very stressful for me at the moment, what with the robbery and all the pressure my father's putting on me for the new model. But I fancied a bit of fun, a night of gaiety.
Yes, the night was very gay until you showed up. Surprised they let the competition in.
Why, you... I'm sorry, have we met?
Have we? No, I do not believe we have, no.
Oh, one of your little theatre friends, I assume.
Yes.
Well, if you don't mind, theatre friend, Colette will be my date for this evening, so... shoo-shoo.
Of course, I wouldn't dream of getting between you, but I do believe she's promised dances to a lot of people.
Not anymore. Come along, my love. I must say, you look absolutely ravishing tonight, Colette.
Thank you. You're not looking too bad yourself. Blue really brings out your sideburns.
Thank you. I am very handsome. I'm glad you're finally starting to notice.
Well, you know what they say.
I do not. What do they say?
I thought maybe you would know. Because you're so intelligent. Your brain is like a gushing river of smart.
Oh, Colette, you do stroke my ego, but I cannot deny that I do not enjoy it.
That's not the only thing I'd like to stroke.
In fact, I must say, I've found such comfort in your company these past few weeks. I do not know how I would have coped with all this stress about the business without your help. So I was thinking to myself, why should it have to end? Why not let us enjoy each other's company for the rest of time?
Everett, what are you trying to say?
Colette, will you marry me?
Of course! Everett, yes!
Here, this ring was my mother's.
It's so shiny. I am so happy. I must kiss you at once.
I say, Everett Radford, is that really you?
By George! George! I haven't spoken to you in years. How are you, old chap?
Yeah, I'm brilliant. Never been better, actually. Sales are skyrocketing. What a time to be in the automaton business. Bet you're also here to stake out the rivals, eh, you cheeky bugger? Come here, you must come and say hello to Frederick. We must hear all about your new designs.
Everett, what about that celebratory kiss?
One moment, my love. I shan't keep you waiting long.
Are you okay, Miss 8?
No, I'm not! Everett just wandered off with those men and left me. It's been 45 minutes. I can't just sit here anymore. I need to go and find him. Everett! Everett? Where could he have gotten to? I was so close to kissing him, E2. So close to this whole mess being over.
I have no idea what you are talking about, Miss Fetter.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Your stunts are costing me everything, and I won't have it anymore.
There he is! Everett!
Miss 8, I'm not sure we should interrupt. Things look quite heated. Maybe we should listen in for a moment.
And what stunts would they be? Please, do enlighten me.
Don't be so silly, E2. It's fine.
Putting itching powder in my wigs, ruining my performances, and I don't know, murder?
Okay, good point. Hide.
God, woman, you're hysterical.
No, I am not.
For the last time, I am not branching out into comedy. I am a singer, and I demand respect. I know you're behind all of this whole Ghoul nonsense. I saw you poison the stagehand's coffee when I arrived early at the theatre one morning to quaff my wig collection. You used that weird prong device of yours to make it look like they'd been killed by a vampire. You know that everyone is so caught up in the myth that the cause of death won't even be questioned.
Well, if you saw everything, why not go to the police?
Because I am fed up of being stuck in a dead-end music hall. I want to go big. I want to buy my way into the biggest opera house in a country where they still appreciate the arts. Away from your stupid automatons. And to do that, I need money.
I see. So you thought you'd turn to blackmail?
Write me a cheque, and no one needs to know that Everett Radford has turned to murder to tear down the reputation of the theatre and profit his own business.
Oh, Jean, there are other ways to silence you.
Don't insult my intelligence. I'm not scared of you, Everett. It's you who should be scared of me.
Fine, fine. You win. I'll write that cheque straight away. Here.
That's more like it, posh boy. What? How?
I thought an intelligent woman such as yourself would have heard of transdermal poisons. The ink, you see. And posh boys always make sure to wear gloves to special occasions.
You're nuts!
Quick, E2! We need to tell someone!
Not so fast, my love. We can't have you telling anyone about this little incident.
Avast ye! You're not harming a hair on Miss 8's head!
E2? Oh, I see. A very clever little scheme, 8. And to think, you almost got away with it. Almost.
Let go of E2!
Why should I? You still have something which belongs to me, and I'd like it back.
And it turns out the ferocious animal was actually a croissant the entire time.
I can't believe that was breaking news!
Excuse me? Cole? Sorry, Octavia. Could we borrow you for a moment?
Excuse me, sir. I'll be right back. What's the matter? I was just whipping out my baking puns. Get it? Whipping?
It's just, we haven't seen Octavia in a while. We thought you might know where she's got to.
Stop being such worrywarts. I'm sure she's fine. She's probably off somewhere having the time of her life.
It's the vampire. It's got John.
What is the meaning of all this? I've had it up to here with this cast. All of your silly pranks have gone too far.
This isn't some silly cast prank, ladies. I told you there would be consequences for your actions. The Oracle is unforgiving. It is them. They're here.
Thank you, madame, for that marvelous introduction. Damn, that's French. Well, I've started now.
It can't be.
Do you really think you could invite this old into my theatre without any consequences?
No,
The new managerial duo, ignoring my demands and insisting on changing everything. But I suppose you've made one good decision here, phasing out that awful excuse of a singer, Miss Better. So you'll thank me for disposing of her. These new songbirds I rather like.
Octavia, no!
So, I think I'll keep this one.
Let her go!
Let her absence serve as a reminder not to challenge me ever again. And before I go, just a little parting gift.
The chandelier! It's falling! Everyone, run for your lives! Oh, it always seemed bigger up there somehow. Huh.
I can't believe after not showing themselves for years, that bastard had the bloody gall to snatch Octavia right in front of our eyes!
I thought you said they were a vampire, not a ghoul.
Honestly, Archer, this is no time for jokes.
Don't insult my coping mechanism. I've only had about 4 minutes to come to terms with the fact that this place is actually haunted. Wife! Hold me!
There. Will you two please be quiet? I'm trying to think of a plan. We need to save Octavia. Ugh! She could be anywhere in this labyrinth of a theater. There must be endless secret passages. How else would a vampire get around?
What about that Chevron woman? The one you say is warning everyone all the time, popping up, delivering notes from the ghoul?
That's it, Percy! She must know more than she's letting on. Let's just hope she's retreated to her sewing room. Let's go. Madame Chevron?
Not answering. How suspicious!
There is the possibility she just isn't there.
No lights on. Very suspicious. I can hardly see anything.
Archer, are you alright?
Oh my lord, I've landed on a pile of dead bodies! She's insane! We're all going to die!
What do you think you're doing? Sacre bleu! You've knocked over all my dress phones. They aren't cheap, you know.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Tell us all you know about the ghoul. We know you're hiding something.
I know no more than anyone else.
Ha! That's not true. Start talking or I'll rip up this dress.
No! That Miss Octavia's dress was a grand reopening. Do you know how long it took to sew every rhinestone by hand?
Well, there will be no Octavia to wear it if you don't tell us what you know!
I cannot.
Are you sure about that?
Fine. I will talk.
That's more like it.
A few years ago, I was in the theatre late into the night working on a costume when I heard the most curious organ music. I was naive, new to the job, and I didn't believe any of this haunting nonsense, so I went to investigate. Oh, how I regret that now. The sound led me to the river Lere, and that's when I saw it. The most horrific sight I have ever seen. The ghoul was displeased at my intrusion, so I swore I would do anything for them as long as they spared my life. And that is how I became their messenger, living in fear that one day they would change their mind and I would be next.
Show us where their evil lair is.
But... Oh, very well. Come with me. Here we are. I dare not go any further. You're on your own now. Bonne chance.
So, what's the plan?
We go in and we rescue Octavia.
That's it? That's your brilliant plan? Oh, great! We don't stand any chance.
We have to try. Look, I snagged this from Madame Chevron's sewing room. We can use it to defend ourselves.
A tape measure.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, Coles, out of all the things you could have taken, like, I don't know, something sharp? What are you gonna do with that? Measure the length of their fangs before they savagely rip you apart?
No, I was thinking we could use it as a lasso, like, you know?
Let's just quietly sneak in and assess the situation. Charging in all guns firing won't help anyone.
Shame we don't have any.
Shh! Come on. And if we don't make it, I just want you to know I love you both.
Aww, us too, Coles.
Let's do this. Together.
All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. No, take it away, bad chorus. It's too high for me.
This is not what I was expecting.
You can say that again. You wouldn't think a ghoul would have such a flair for interior design.
I was more alluding to whatever is happening on the organ over there. Where's Octavia?
We can't just sit here. Who knows what they could have done to her?
Colette, no! Sit down!
Oi! Ghoul!
What are you doing here? How did you find my secret evil lair?
I think evil lair is a bit strong. More like chaotic neutral boudoir.
What have you done with Octavia?
Nothing! Unfortunately. Well, I suggest you leave immediately or face the dire consequences.
Don't think you could kidnap her and get away with it. I've got a tape measure here, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh, how very intimidating. Wait, kidnap? Octavia's been kidnapped.
Don't play dumb. I'm not afraid of... Wait, I think you have some ice cream on your chin.
I thought it was the blood of their victims.
No, now that I'm closer, it's definitely ice cream.
I do not! How dare you!
In fact, you don't seem to have fangs at all.
Get off! Get off! This is a no-touching zone!
That doesn't make any sense. How can you be a bloodthirsty vampire without any fangs?
That's because I'm not!
Called it! Told you it was all hogwash.
Like you weren't trembling with fear all of 2 seconds ago.
But what about what Madame Chevron saw? The most horrific sight she had ever seen.
I was doing a cucumber face mask that night, okay?
But we saw them kidnap Octavia. They were at the masquerade dressed as the Red Death.
Excuse me, do I look like the kind of person who wears double red and a skull mask? So unoriginal. Oh, never.
So what? You're expecting us to buy that you're just a regular human being haunting the theater? That makes... Actually, judging from what I've just seen, that makes total sense.
Rude? It took me hours to train those bats.
And is that a mango with googly eyes over there?
Oh, it is!
Don't bring Maestro Mango into this.
Why is it so heavy? Wait, is this made of ceramic?
Yes, Maestro grew tired of decomposing on me. Now can you please put him down?
If you didn't kidnap Octavia, then who did?
Don't ask me, I don't... Everett.
What? Everett Radford?
I should have seen this before. We need to get to the Radford Robotics workshop now. No doubt that's where he has taken Octavia.
Wait, I'm confused. Why would Everett want to kidnap Octavia, and why do you care?
It's a long story. I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Where am I?
Miss 8! Oh, I'm so glad you're awake. After Everett knocked you out, he took us to his workshop.
Then tied me up and put you in a cage. Ugh, lovely.
Don't worry, Miss 8. We'll find a way out of this.
Sherry was right. You two. This has all been a mess. In a matter of hours, I'll end up as nothing more than a statue. Maybe Maybe it's for the best. I've ruined everything. People are getting hurt, and, well, it's all my fault. I was so focused on getting Everett to kiss me that I couldn't see what he really was. And after a stunt at the masquerade, no one is going to ever come near the theatre ever again. All of our efforts have gone to waste.
Sounds rough.
Who are you?
The name's Otis. I'm a magician from the traveling circus that's in town. You might have seen one of my shows.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to mention he's been there this whole time. What exactly are you doing here?
Well, I've always wondered what the Radford Robotics workshop looked like on the inside.
Really?
No! Being kidnapped and tied up? What else?
Me too. What did you tell Everett when you went to see him?
That a sorcerer from the circus had turned you into a human?
You didn't give a name?
No. Why? Oh. He's got the wrong one.
Ah, 8. You're awake. The two of you catching up, are we?
I know what you're planning, Everett, and it won't work. This man can't turn me back into an automaton.
Excuse me. Is this all some sort of joke?
He can, and he will. You've had fun playing your little games, running around with the so-called Ghoul and pretending to be Colette, just when I thought I had finally won her heart. You have betrayed me in every way imaginable, and for that I should let you turn to stone. But, on the other hand, perhaps I should be thanking you. This way, I've gotten to completely shatter the reputation of the theatre, and then I'll release my new singing automaton model to the world. Think about how popular she'll be. Not to mention framing Francis for the murder of that annoying prima donna and the kidnap of another. I can imagine the bloodthirsty manhunt right now. Pitchforks and everything.
What? How do you know about Francis and I?
Oh, I've always made sure to keep tabs on my older sibling.
Sibling?
Ah, yes. Francis Radford. Always piddling about with their useless inventions and silly party tricks. Went on a pointless grand tour and came back with nothing but a stupid accent. They never took the family business seriously, never worked a day in their life, and yet, as it stands, if Pater dares to pop his clogs, they inherit everything. Father always did have a soft spot for them. I thought ruining their social reputation with a bit of scandal and sending them into hiding would be enough. But no, here they are, just waiting to take my life away from me.
Francis would never do that.
Oh, of course not, no, because you know them so well. Just to think how sweet it'll be, your own friends striking them down.
Wow, what a dramatic delivery, brother.
Francis?
With all your monologuing skills and passionate performances, perhaps you should take up haunting. I take it your antics at the masquerade was an audition for the part? Fancy a swap? Although on second thought, your sense of fashion is far too distasteful. Start with shaving off those horrendous sideburns, then maybe we can talk.
Oh, of course you're here. You always manage to get in my way. I've had enough of it. This ends today.
Ooh, and rhyming. Another mark in your favour. I'll jot it down.
Oh, you, sorcerer! Get up!
I have no idea what on earth I've been dragged into, but I am not a sorcerer. I'm just a magician. Everything I do is all smoke and mirrors.
What?
I couldn't actually turn this young lady into an automaton.
Hey, Everett! Looks like you've got yourself the wrong sorcerer. I really think you need some spot the difference training.
Colette, how...
Give it up, Radford. You're outnumbered.
So if you don't mind, we'll just take Octavia and go. And I guess old man Otis too.
Stop right there! This is all a very cute rescue mission you've planned, but you didn't really think it through. You're in my domain now, and I call the shots.
Stop stalling, Everett. You know you've lost.
Oh, have I now? Then what's this? Right on the back of 8's chair.
You built a bomb? Are you absolutely mad?
We've already established this, Colette. Keep up.
8's fate may be sealed. That does not matter to me anymore. You now have two options. One, you all leave this place and make sure I never see you again.
Gladly.
But Colette stays and she agrees to marry me.
What?
Two, everything in this building gets blown to smithereens.
So what? You get to have Colette or we all die? What about your business? All that you've worked for?
Do you ever think I really wanted to build silly automatons all my life? My older sibling couldn't fulfill their firstborn duties, was so useless that I had to take on everything, always constantly picking up the trail of chaos they left behind.
Oh, come now, Everett. We know that isn't what this is all about. You like having power and control. You get rid of people who you deem to be lesser, not for the business and not for money, but all because you're still a little boy who wants his daddy's praise.
Shut up! Oh, you try my patience! Make your choice.
It's all right, Everett. I understand.
Don't come any closer, or I'll set this place ablaze.
Don't listen to what Francis and the others say. You're heartbroken. You thought you had finally claimed Colette's heart, only to be rejected and betrayed. You just want to be loved and cherished for who you really are. Please understand, Everett. You are not alone.
What are you doing? Why on earth did you just kiss me?
I thought maybe all you ever wanted was to be touched with affection and be loved by another human being, so you would turn off the bomb, then flee in shame and floods of tears?
Archer!
What? It was worth a try. And besides, it was an excellent distraction, wasn't it?
Enough of this nonsense! Wait, distraction?
Oh, well, while you two were smooching up a storm, I managed to untie Octavia, release E2, and disable the bomb.
What? How?
Bomb defusal is one of my many talents.
Oh, really? And what about dodging bullets?
No, I won't let you.
Get off! Get off!
No!
Not a single step! So I'll ask you one more time, Colette. Will you marry me? Or do you want to see all your friends die one by one? I have the upper hand here.
Oh, really? Because I have the uppercut.
What?
I'm both very impressed and very scared of you right now, Coles.
Octavia!
We need to find a doctor.
You don't need to, Colette. There's no point.
How could you say that? Of course there's a point.
No, there isn't. Look.
Your hands. They're stone.
It's too late. You've all made the short time I got to be human the most exciting time of my life. Better than any fairy tale I've ever read. And... Colette? I'm so sorry for pretending to be you. I just couldn't see any other way.
It's alright, Octavia. I forgive you. You're still the best fake twin anyone could ask for.
No, Octavia! Please, no!
I'm safe here, Francis, in your embrace. Dry the tears that stain your face. Be calm, let it be. My sorrow
let you go. Octavia, look at me. We'll fix this. We'll find a way. You live a long life. Not today is not your day. You will see the world just like I promise. Leave this place. No looking back. Make it through this trial. It's okay. I've got you.
I'm safe here, Francis, in your embrace. Dry the tears that stain your face. Be calm, let it be. My soul will soon
No, we can't give up. There must be something we can do.
There's nothing, Francis. The sorcerer said only my true love's kiss could save me.
Hang on. True love's kiss?
So, not Everett's kiss as such.
I don't think... She didn't say anything about that, actually.
Oh.
Go on, then.
Wait, me?
Who else? Unless you'd care to move aside and let me have a go.
Archer!
Of course you, Francis. It was always you.
Oh, for goodness sake, don't just stare at each other all enchanted. Just kiss her already.
Wow, that was so magical! Miss H, you got your fairy tale ending after all! Miss 8?
Octavia!
Right. Sorry.
I'm not.
I just can't believe it. I really get to stay human.
As overjoyed as I am for you, what exactly are we going to do with Everett?
He's still blacked out? That must have been some punch, Coles.
Take him to the police, surely.
Well, that's not going to look good, is it? Rocking up to the police station with an unconscious man with no evidence?
I think I might have something that can help.
I saw you poison the stagehand's coffee. You used that weird prong device of yours to make it look like they'd been killed by a vampire.
I thought an intelligent woman such as yourself would have heard of transdermal poisons. This way, I've gotten to completely shatter the reputation of the theatre, not to mention framing Francis for the murder of that annoying prima donna and the kidnap of another. I can imagine the bloodthirsty manhunt right now. Pitchforks and everything.
E2, you genius! How did you manage to record that?
Remember that little upgrade I gave you to when I fixed them up? Originally for haunting purposes, but crime fighting isn't such a bad use for it either.
Right.
Ah! Jeez, I forgot you were still here!
Not for much longer. I'm leaving. I have no idea what is going on or what I just witnessed. How can a kiss heal a bullet wound?
He's got a good point, actually.
This is the last straw. I am too old for this. I'm going right now to pack my bags and move back home with my Sherry and our Gordon.
Sherry? Sherry Bourbon? The circus sorcerer is your wife?
There you are at it again, talking absolute nonsense. My Sherry is nothing of the sort. She doesn't even work at the circus. I'm off, before you can scramble my brains anymore.
But you're the circus magician. We have a show tomorrow.
That's not my problem anymore. I'm done.
But there's no one to replace you.
Or is there? Oi, Francis! How do you fancy becoming a magician?
Me?
Of course you! Who else? It's clear you've picked up a lot of skills in the magic department while haunting.
Not to mention you'll get to travel the world again.
Yes! After being subjected to the Bat Choir, it's very clear you need to get out more.
What Archer was trying to say is that we need someone not just as a replacement, but to put on a show that's bigger and better than anyone who has done it before. A spectacle to dazzle and amaze.
Not to mention the dapper outfit.
That is tempting. I can't resist looking fabulous. You really think I could do it?
Of course you can, Francis.
And I'm sure our new magician could use a glamorous assistant.
Assistant? I think you'll find the Thompson twins are a good enough act in their own right. Thank you very much. That is, if you want to come, Colette. I know you've had your heart set on being a music hall singer.
Of course I'm coming. Time for a bit of adventure. I think Father will have to put up with 2 runaways. Besides, how would you all cope without me?
Thank you. All of you. You've made this silly whole Ghoul very happy.
No. That won't do.
What won't?
Your magician name. You can't be Hall Ghoul. Far too doom and gloom. Not enough pizzazz.
How about the Magnificent Mask?
Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be. Let's go. Can you feel the anticipation tainting the air?
Whoa, yeah.
Dispel any thoughts of damnation, 'cause I'll answer your prayers. Bewitching your senses, capturing your mind. Tricks so impressive, superstitions unwind. Given to it, let me in. Question everything you know. You won't believe your eyes when you see my show.
Can you feel your heart soar? Emotions that you can't ignore. Let yourself be guided by that light and jump into the magic of the night. Cast